At this point, I'm going to turn the program over to Sir Knight Bob Rolseth, the Right Eminent Past Grand Commander of the Grand Commandery of Knights Templar of Oklahoma.
I was asked to do a presentation on Knight Templar Foundation, what it's about, who we are. The mission of Knight Templar Foundation, their mission statement is to improve vision through research, education, supporting access to care. Knight Templar Foundation was incorporated in 1956. It's a charity sponsored by the Grand Encampment Knights Templar, and it's a tax exempt under Section 501c3, the IRS. So all contributions made to the foundation are tax deductible. The original mission of the foundation was to provide assistance to those who face loss of sight due to the need for surgical treatment without regard to race, color, creed, age, sex, or national origin, provided that they are unable to pay or receive adequate assistance from current government agencies or similar sources, and to provide funds for research in curing diseases of the eye. Years ago, we used to, glaucoma, any kind of eye surgeries we would cover, eye doctor appointments and surgeries and things like that for people that needed assistance. On December 31st, 2010, Knight Templar Foundation, by the direction of its board, shifted the foundation's focus and adopted a new mission statement to improve vision through research, education, and supporting access to care. Foundation not only participates in direct patient care through the Senior Eye Care Program, partnership with the Eye Care America and the Foundation of the American Academy of Ophthalmology. With this change, the foundation has benefited untold millions and generations to come through grants that support research and education. Our research dollars have helped develop new non-surgical treatment for strabismus, crossed eyes, and ophthalmologists have told us that our efforts in funding pediatric ophthalmology research have been the primary reason that there are fewer and fewer surgeries for strabismus. From the applications received, the Scientific Advisory Committee recommends to the trustees which requests should be funded. We offer several different grants every year. I'll talk more on that in a little bit. There was a time or misconception that we stopped doing the eye care ourselves because of the Affordable Care Act, which was put in place during the President Obama's administration, but in reality was due to changes in the HIPAA laws, which considered medical financial information private and not to be shared due to privacy concerns. Knight Templar Foundation required this information to set up doctor appointments and to verify the patients needing assistance. So we got away from doing that because of the change to HIPAA laws. At this time, John, if you would mind starting that first video to explain how the Knight Templar Foundation, what the purpose of our grants and how we hand out this money, or how we consider the purpose of the Knight Templar Foundation today.
Hello there. My name is Dr. Jill Bolstad, and I am a pediatrician, so children are very dear to my heart. My husband asked me to explain to you in simple terms, like I would to one of my parents, how important the work that the Knights Templar Eye Foundation is doing on behalf of children and their vision. This is how it works. If you are in research, it does not matter if you are the most brilliant eye researcher that has just graduated from Harvard Medical School. If you do not have research behind you already to prove that your ideas work, then you can't get funded from the big people that do funding, like NIH. So what the Knights Templar Eye Foundation does is they identify these very skilled individuals that come out of school, and they fund a little bit of research so that they can get published and recognized, and then they get the funding from the big boys that can go on and truly make a difference. So here's an example. Let's say that there is a ship, and on that ship is every piece of research equipment you can imagine to do eye research to prevent childhood blindness. And the people that have tickets to get on this ship are people that have already been on the ship and have done research. That's how you get a ticket, to have already done research. So here you go, Mr. Einstein. Here you go, Mrs. Einstein. Here's your ticket to get on the boat and continue doing research. Here comes Junior Einstein, who's actually way smarter than both of his parents and has better ideas. Nope, he can't have a ticket, even though he could actually be the one that is going to make the difference. But the reason he can't have a ticket is because he has not done any research yet. He just has the ideas in his head. So what the Knights Templar Eye Foundation does is they basically give him a ticket to get on this ship by giving him the funds and the equipment needed to start implementing some of his brilliant ideas. And that is why every one of you should get behind this, because it has already proven itself over and over again in the physicians and other biochemical researchers that you have supported, and the difference that they're making in the lives of children.
Since the inception of the Knight Templar Eye Foundation, they've expended over $168 million on research, patient care, and education. Research grants totaling in excess of $34 million have been awarded to researchers working in the fields of pediatric ophthalmology and ophthalmic genetics. Each year, the Knight Templar Eye Foundation Incorporated invites eligible investigators to submit applications for pediatric ophthalmology research grants. A Career Starter Research Grant pays up to $70,000 per grant. Applications for these grants must be at the beginning of their academic careers and must have received a medical doctor or PhD or equivalent degrees. The competitive renewal grants, up to $70,000 per grant, to extend the original grant project for one additional year when the data collected from the original grant is compelling enough to apply. Okay, now as far as the commanderies, where we stand, across the United States. There are 369 commanderies that have their membership is 100% funded in the Knight Templar Life Sponsorship, in the Knight Templar Eye Foundation. Now there's currently 17 states that have 100% of their membership as life sponsors of the Knight Templar Eye Foundation. There are 2 states, Texas and Ohio, that are funded at 200%. So the goal is to get all the states at 100%. I guess at this moment, if you don't mind showing that second video, and it has to do with the Senior Eye Care Program, in partnership with the Eye Care America and the Foundation of the American Academy of Ophthalmology. This is the one area that we are still involved with, helping elderly people on fixed incomes with their needs as far as eye doctors and that kind of stuff. And I haven't had much luck getting information or what they actually cover, but this video does state how and what they do. So if you don't mind starting that second video.
hadn't had my eyes checked in a very long time, and I knew it was time to get it checked. I found out about Eye Care America through a TV ad for people that couldn't afford the eye care. I called and I talked to one of the representatives, and she sent me the information of the doctor to go get my eye exam. It was very easy.
I had a recent patient, Miss Andrea Franklin, that was referred to me by Eye Care America, and she had problems with her vision, and people get really anxious about their vision, and that helped her. That changed her life and her ability to go about her activities of daily living.
Well, it's probably been over 30 years since I've had any professional eye care, and I've become diagnosed as diabetic. And I had a friend of mine go blind because of diabetes. The only income I had was Social Security. I retired and not invested well, so I heard about Eye Care America through a friend of mine. And I went to the library, got on the computer, looked up their website, filled out an application. It was very easy, just took a few minutes.
Mr. Hastert is a delightful patient. He came to us because he developed diabetes. He had not seen a doctor in years and years, and we're glad to have him as part of our practice family. But if you were to develop diabetic retinopathy, then we could seal off any leaky blood vessels with a laser. I heard about Eye Care America at a conference where I heard Dr. Tom Hutchison talk about the tragedy of Americans who had Medicare who were losing vision because they did not have the ability to pay their deductibles and co-insurance. He went on from there to found the Eye Care America program through the American Academy of Ophthalmology.
I do a lot of sort of global outreach type work, and I thought to myself, if I can reach out across oceans to go help people somewhere, how about those people that are right here and right next to me? And Eye Care America was the perfect way of doing that.
I got my eyes examined, gave me peace of mind that my eyesight was not getting any worse, and I thank Eye Care America for offering this program.
Eye Care America rock. They helped me so much. They're my angel.
So those are the two programs that I'm aware of, through the Knight Templar Eye Foundation, where our donations go. So where does Oklahoma stand today? We have 14 commanderies with 1,174 active members, of which 578 are life sponsors of the Knight Templar Eye Foundation. That comes up to about 49.2% of all of our Sir Knights are life sponsors of Knight Templar Eye Foundation. Donations we have been getting in that have come in through John Green and myself we've been using that money to purchase life sponsorships in Knight Templar Eye Foundation for our older members that do not have memberships. I think we've got everybody that's been, I think we're at 35 years of service to Oklahoma Knights Templars have Knight Templar Eye Foundation life sponsorships paid for. We in the past we collected money, just sent it in, and I found that we can go by and purchase life sponsorships in these gentlemen's certain knights' names, and they get credit as being life sponsors. And as far as Knight Templar Eye Foundation, they get all the same money. It's just that it's attached to a name, a certain knight. So everybody who's been a Knight Templar for, that's been a member with a minimum of 35 years of seniority do have Knight Templar Eye Foundation life sponsorships. Okay, as of May 15th, 2022, at the end of the 54th Annual Voluntary Campaign Report, Oklahoma has donated $22,784.67. During that ended May 15th, 2022. That was for 1 year. $22,000, almost $23,000 that were sent to Knight Templar Eye Foundation. Oklahoma ranks 24th out of the 64 states, territories, and countries that operate under Grand Encampment. As of this date, Oklahoma has 1,187 Knight Templars who have donated a per capita ratio of $19.20, which ranks us up at about 35 out of the 64 states, territories, and countries. Contributions from wills and trusts bump Oklahoma up to number 26. It's been my goal as the chairman of the Knight Templar Eye Foundation for Oklahoma to get Oklahoma to a 100% life sponsors in Knight Templar Eye Foundation. When I first started this, it was about 22%. So getting it up to 49.2, I think we've made, large strides in attaining that goal, but we still have a ways to go. The life sponsorship is a one-time, lifetime sponsorship costs $30. Making donations to the foundation does not purchase a lifetime sponsorship. You have to be specific when sending in your donations, yet you are purchasing a lifetime sponsorship. Donating to the Grand Masters Club or the Grand Commanders Club also doesn't give you a lifetime sponsorship, Knight Templar Eye Foundation. So you could donate thousands of dollars, but if you don't specify $30 to go to the Knight Templar Eye Foundation, you're not a life sponsor. You have to go back and make that $30 donation to the life sponsorship Knight Templar Eye Foundation. For those more charitable, there's a Grand Commanders Club where you can make monthly or annual donations to Knight Templar Eye Foundation, and once a $1,000 limit is reached, you'll receive a medal that can be worn on your uniform, and they have different styles of jewels up to that $25,000 donation mark. I'm going to put Jim Taylor's picture up there. There we go. That's the different amounts, that's what the jewel looks like, the different amounts of money that you donate. They also have the Grand Masters Club. We just write a check for the $1,000, and you can go up from there, $1,000, $2,000, all the way up to $25,000. Now, say if you're interested in this stuff, for more information, you can reach out to your local recorders. You can reach out to me or your OIC, because all the OICs, all your Grand Commandery officers are on this committee for the Knight Templar Eye Foundation. So with that said, I'll turn it back over to our Grand Secretary Recorder, and he can run it from there.